Good evening and welcome to episode 84. As always, we will start with our gratitude attitude. So, if you would please gently close your eyes, take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax your body. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, let all the tension melt away from your muscles. Take one more deep breath. This time, completely let yourself go. Now, think of one thing that you're thankful for that happened in the past week. Once you identified that, think about why you are thankful. And now, let's set it free. If you're by yourself, say it out loud what you are thankful for and why. If you are with someone, tell it to each other. All right. So it's been a while since we talked about mindfulness. I thought we'll revisit that topic a little more in depth today. It seems to me that so much of our life happens in autopilot mode. We seem to be reacting more than making conscious choices, more often than not. I saw this interesting cartoon or a picture or meme about this topic this morning. It had two brains. One was full of everything and said mind space full, and another had no thoughts at all and said mindful. Right? So the mind's full or you're mindful. So let's first look at what is mindfulness. In the simplest terms, mindfulness is being aware of our mind from moment to moment. That's it. It means being fully present in this moment, whatever this moment happens to be. What does it mean to be mindful, you may ask? Being mindful means being aware of our experiences, our thoughts, our senses, our emotions, our feelings, and so on. You know the age old saying says, stop and smell the roses. The smelling of roses is being mindful. If you are aware of your mind, your thoughts will not control you. And here's an interesting point: if we are mindful, we are more relaxed. Now, I know it sounds counterintuitive, right? But when we pay attention to inner workings, our body tends to get into this relaxed state of being. Our mind is relaxed, and overall, we feel lighter. When we are being mindful, we are in present as opposed to dwelling on the past or thinking about the future for that matter. If we think about it, all of our delusions, our problems, come from either dwelling on the past or anticipating the future. When we are doing that, we are paying inappropriate attention to our uncontrolled thoughts. Mindfulness is about here and now. So, mindfulness, in my opinion, has two ingredients: awareness and acceptance. Awareness is the knowledge and ability to focus attention on our inner processes, our inner experiences, such as the experience of this moment. Acceptance is the ability to observe and accept rather than judge or avoid those streams of thoughts. So, how do we practice mindfulness? The simplest thing to do is to pay attention. I know, sounds easy, right? For sure, not easy to practice. Try to get all your senses involved. That's one way it will help. For example, when we eat, right, we hardly take time to smell the aroma before we begin to eat. Another way to practice mindfulness is to live in the moment. Enjoy the simple pleasures life has to offer. We are bogged down in chasing one thing after another that we hardly enjoy what's already here. Right? As they say, enjoy the journey, not the destination. Yet another way to practice mindfulness is to appreciate yourself. Now, I know that sounds weird, but we must treat ourselves at least as well as we treat our best friend. Being non judgmental is a wonderful way to practice mindfulness. Because when we're not judging, we are paying attention. And when we are paying attention, we are being mindful. Patience is another way to practice mindfulness. Sometimes things take longer than it should, and that's okay. Being curious actually is also another way to be mindful. Because when we are curious, we have this fresh energy. We are paying acute attention. We are in that moment, not thinking about past, future, because we want to learn. Not striving for more also helps us to be mindful. You're probably wondering, what has that to do with mindfulness? But when we are not striving for more, we are not in the anticipation of the future. That in turn keeps us in the present. Letting go of the past also helps us to be mindful, as that will prevent us from dwelling, right? And two of my favorite ways to be mindful are, you guessed it, gratitude and generosity. When we practice gratitude, we're being mindful. Same way when we practice generosity. Now, we discussed a lot of structured ways of practicing mindfulness over the past year or so, right? Focus in our breath, the MAC meditation, empty sky meditation, Savasana meditation, and others. I know most of you know this, that mindfulness has several benefits, health benefits, including lowering stress, protecting against anxiety and depression, and so forth. A Harvard study suggests that mindfulness can help people better cope with rejection and social isolation. I recently read this, which I thought was beautiful. It says mindfulness is the energy that helps us recognize the conditions of happiness that are already present in our lives. You don't have to wait 10 years to experience this happiness, right? It's already inside us. It's present in every moment of our daily life. There are those of us who are alive but don't know it. What a wonderful expression. So I get this question a lot. I recently got another again. Says that I'm not able to concentrate or I'm not able to meditate and thoughts keep coming. I want to assure you that you are making a progress. Every time you notice that your mind wanders off and you try to bring it back, you are getting better at meditation. No matter how many times you have to bring your mind back. And I know initially it feels like that's all we're doing, right? But you are making progress. And I can assure you, it gets easier with practice. If you develop a regular practice, say 10 minutes a day, before you know it, you will be able to focus on peace within you. So, in our meditation today, as always, we'll settle down at our hearts, right? But then we'll observe awareness of the universe. If a thought arises, let's label that thought, right? Be mindful. Thought came. Anytime a thought shows up, the first label comes to mind. Don't think about it. Just label it and move on. Don't, chase that thought, right? You'll notice that once you put a label on a thought, chances are a new thought will pop up. And that's okay. We'll keep labeling and they'll keep coming. But once we learn how to identify these thoughts, happy, skillful, sad, etc., in our daily lives, we'll be able to drop negative thoughts. How wonderful is that? So that's the goal. Let's begin. Please get into your meditation posture. Cross-seated position. If you are in a chair, legs straight, back straight, spine upright, shoulders leveled. Gently close your eyes. Keep your mouth just a little bit open. That way, any stress you're accumulating in your jaws will dissipate. Palms in your lap, right over left, thumbs gently touching each other. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, see all your stress dripping away. Take one more deep breath. As you exhale, feel all your muscles relaxed. Bring your attention to the sensation of your breath at your nostrils. Feel the cool air as you breathe in. Feel slightly warmer air as you breathe out. Keep your attention at your nostrils for about a minute or so on your own. Now, bring your attention at your heart. Experience the peacefulness that is your root mind. Let this peaceful moment bring the next peaceful moment. Remember, there is nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just enjoy. Now, let's observe the vast, empty like nature of our mind, peaceful mind. If a thought arises, label that thought with the first word that comes to your mind. Don't give it a thought. Don't chase it. Just label it and move on. Next thought arises. Again, label it and go back to observation of your mind. Thought pops up, just label it. Don't chase it. If you find yourself hijacked by your thoughts, please come back. Go back to sensation of your breath. About 10 breaths. Observe the peaceful nature of your mind. If a thought arises, just label it. Don't chase it. Enjoy the peace within you for a minute or so on your own. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Any questions?
No question, but this was good and very refreshing.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to revisit this. It's been a long time.
It's been a while. I was looking at it. I think it was almost a year ago.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop recording.